Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. We are here today again with Moe and George to continue our matcha production video series.
In the first episode in this series, we took a look at the harvesting and first processing of tencha and brewing recommendations from our tea farmer Aki.
Today's episode is all about the second processing of tencha and the making of our Mejiro Kukicha. Kukicha in Japanese literally means stem tea, and in the case of our Mejiro Kukicha, it is made from the small veins and stems from the spring tencha that Moe-chan just introduced in the previous video. As it requires very specific and precise machines, the refining of our tencha is made in another factory outside the village called Nishiko. Since we have collaborated with this company for many years now, our team was able to visit the factory a few months ago to learn more about this process and to take some footage to show you how it works. After the guidance in the factory, I will also show you step by step how to brew this delicious Mejiro Kukicha, so stay tuned until the end of the video. And for the brewing of the tencha, please refer to the previous video of our series with Moe-chan.
And in the third episode, we're going to see how the matcha goes through its final process before it's ready for drinking. So let's go and find out how the kukicha is made.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
夏の初めにオブ部員男性アンドレイと一緒に春に作った荒茶のtenchaを仕上げ工場に持っていきました。数日後、オブ部メンバーと一緒にその工場に行き、tenchaの仕上げ加工の詳細と茎茶がどのように作られているのかを撮影しに行きました。西村小太郎商店の仕上げ工場は2つのtencha用仕上げラインで構成されています。まず荒茶のtenchaはすべてホッパーで大きなタンクに入れられます。最初の工程はふるい選別です。茶葉は回しふるいと縦ふるいを通過し、葉の柔らかい部分から茎と葉脈を切断し分位します。次の工程は風力選別です。茶葉を茎から選別するために5段階の強さの違う風で繊細に茶葉を飛ばします。お茶の一番軽い部分である葉っぱは一番遠くまで飛び一番奥へ、重い茎は手前に分離されます。茎から完全に分離されてない茶葉は次の仕上げ工程に進みます。今までの選別工程と同じように、この複合機では茶葉を改めて切断し風力選別されています。ここで切断し選別された小さな葉っぱの部分は前工程の風力選別機に戻り、この工程後に出てきた茎と葉脈は次の工程に進み、もう一つの2段ふるいを通してさらに繊細な風力選別機で最後の選別加工をします。これで目白茎茶が完成です。ここからは選別され仕上げられた後のtenchaの茶葉の流れで、電気選別機や乾燥機などのいくつかのステップを経て、袋詰め前安全対策として X レイ検索機を通過し、お茶に異物混入がないことを確認します。仕上げ加工後のtenchaは大きなアルミ袋に詰め、最適な保管ができるよう真空パックします。これにより茶葉は日光や湿気、酸化するのを防げるので、このtenchaが抹茶に引かれる直前まで鮮度を保つことができます。茎茶は2つのクラフト袋とその間にビニール袋が入った3層の袋に詰められています。これでtenchaの二次加工が終わりです。私たちのtenchaと茎茶が戻ってくるのが楽しみです。
We've just finished our Mejiro Kukicha. Now we're on to the next part, the brewing.
Welcome back everyone! So we've just seen in the previous video how tencha is refined and how we get the stems out of it to make our kukicha. The videos of our Mejiro kukicha in the refining factory were taken in June this year, but as you can see we are now in autumn. So I chose this place called Shoboji in our little village Wazuka for this brewing session today. So you can also enjoy with me this amazing scenery while we brew a good cup of tea together. Let's go for the brewing session. So for the brewing of our Mejiro kukicha, you will need 5 grams bag of tea, some cups, a little teapot, and some hot water. So we will use 5 grams of tea for about 200 milliliters of hot water. As Mejiro kukicha is a stem tea, it's not as sensitive as a loose leaf green tea like sencha or gyokuro, and so it can be brewed at a high temperature even for the first tea. Today we will use pretty hot water. This one is at 80 degrees. So I pour my 5 grams of tea in the teapot. And we're gonna cool down the water a little bit by pouring it in the cups first. So now the hot water is at about 80 degrees. So I'm gonna pour it on the stems. So let's wait about 1 minute now until the stems release their flavor. So the tea is ready to be served, and we have a special guest. Haruka-chan from Wazuka just passed by, and so it was just the right timing. So we're gonna have the tea together. Arigato. Arigato. So as always, to make sure that every cups have the same flavor, I will pour the tea little by little. Thank you. 1 cup for you. Cheers. Cheers. Mejiro kukicha is very delicate and very mellow, and because it comes from a spring tencha harvest, which was shading for a couple of weeks, it has this very delicious umami flavor and the very refreshing aftertaste of a spring green tea. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So as you can see, tea is really magic. Tea gathers so many people, and this is also the part that we want to cherish a lot here. I also want to thank a lot all our tea club members again, because without you guys, Obubu wouldn't have come so far today. We will continue to do our best to keep Japanese tea alive and to share our passion with you guys about tea, and also to make, of course, even more delicious teas. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Instagrams and Facebook account if you want to follow our tea adventure. Stay tuned for the next video of this matcha production series. George will guide you to another very interesting place and share with you all the secrets of our matchas. Stay safe and have a wonderful day with a delicious cup of tea. Bye bye!